Kizito is in serious trouble. I love Angel's bravery, especially when she pull off the knife for self-defense. You need to look at Kizito's face. Kizito, you don't have to die now. You need to have a taste of your own medicine. Flora has really dealt with corrupt DPO so much that he doesn't even know what to do. Wait until you see how Flora will rub your name on the mud. You will regret ever taking bribe from Kizito. That is what you get for being corrupt as a DPO that was supposed to stand for the innocent. The battle between Angel family and Kizito family is really getting out of hand. Everywhere is on fire. Mama suddenly decided to beat up Kizito's mother with so much anger and pain in her heart. She was beating Kizito's mother. I was even thinking that Kizito's mother was strong to withstand Mama, but at this point I see that Mama is really ready. The question I'm asking right now is, where was this strength? Why didn't you people started using this strength before now? But then again, that is what you get when you keep on pushing people to the wall. They will have no choice but to retaliate, and now it is about time you get what you deserve. Bolaji received a serious beating from Omar. I know that Bolaji will ever regret being Kizito's friend, especially for giving Kizito bad advice. What were you even expecting? That you give Kizito bad advice to go and deal with Angel and things will turn out good for you? You haven't seen anything yet. You continue to receive the beating. You go through pains upon pain from being Kizito's friend and giving him bad advice. But then, let's take it one after the other. After what happened on the last episode, that Kizito made a vow to himself that if he's going down, Angel must go down with him, and that he's never going to leave Angel like that. He's going to make sure that he disfigure Angel and do something bad to her. On this episode, Kizito actually went through with his own threat. Even when the mom was trying to stop Kizito from taking this action, that this is not the right time, Kizito went ahead. While George and Angel were outside and Angel was trying to make a phone call, Kizito drove and adopted Angel with his friends. And then when they drove up, George decided to run after Kizito. He immediately picked up Dan. But again, I congratulate Dan. Dan, for the first time, has decided to do something good. Dan has done something good with his life. Sometimes when you want to actually get bad people, you use a bad person. They will know exactly how to get their fellow bad people. That is what Dan has actually proven on this episode. But George immediately ran to the hospital to tell Angel's family that Angel has been adopted. Angel has been taken away. And immediately, Oma was so angry. She stood up. She wanted to run after Angel. She knew already that Kizito is the one responsible for what has happened to Angel right now. But Jeff and the family were trying to prevent Oma from moving. Oma needs to calm down. I know that she is very angry, but right now is not the time. But she's still insisting that she was sick. But right now she is okay, and she cannot sit here and allow anything to happen to Angel. That is what Oma has been doing right from time, protecting Angel right from childhood. And she is not tired. She doesn't even care if she's okay or not. All she wants to do is to run after Angel and make sure that her sister is okay. But there is no way they are going to allow Oma to step out of this hospital because she has not fully recovered. It turns out that Dan actually gave Angel a phone, and they are going to track Angel with that phone. This is exactly the expertise of Dan in this episode. Dan was able to put everything under control. While George was so scared that something bad is about to happen to Angel, Dan gave George an assurance that something good is coming out, that this man has been put in place to make sure that nothing goes wrong. I love the confidence Dan brought into play in this episode. Dan has actually done very well. While Kizito was taking Angel to wherever it is that Kizito wanted to take Angel, you can see how bad Kizito is. He dropped his man. But Angel opened her eyes and saw that Kizito was the one taking her. She decided not to speak. This was when Angel actually took her phone and tested them. That was why they were able to, track Angel. But then, it turns out that Kizito was taking Angel to a hospital for them to open Angel's womb and take off the baby. How wicked can Kizito be? What were you really trying to do to Angel? That is what I don't understand. So Kizito means that he wants to open Angel's womb and take off the baby and close back the womb. That is how wicked Kizito can be. Mama could not hold herself when they delivered the news to her that Angel has been missing, that somebody took Angel. She decided to come out of the hospital room and met with Kizito's mother and asked her, where is my daughter? Where is my daughter? Because she knows for sure that Kizito was the one that took her daughter. But the mother was pretending not to know the whereabouts of Kizito, when Kizito already told her that she is going to make sure that Angel goes dance with him. Immediately, Angel mother started beating up Kizito mother mercilessly. He threw her on the floor and was giving her punches while Jeff held her strong. I can see that this woman is really angry. I mean, she's blaming herself for not giving her children the good advice they needed so that all this evil will not befall them. She unleashed her anger on Kizito's mother. I can see how she was rolling on the floor and was crying. While Dan and George were on their way to locate where Kizito took Angel, George was insisting that they continue to drive fast. But wait a minute, you cannot help Angel while you are dead. So you need to slow down. I know that you are worried about what is about to happen to Angel, but you need to slow down. Look at what is going on. The doctor was telling Kizito that he cannot do what Kizito wants him to do, that he's not a doctor. But Kizito insisted that all he wants is for him to open up Angel's room, take off the baby and close it back so that he can have his way anytime he wants with Angel. But good 18, Dan and George stepped into the room, and when they got there, they started fighting. They beat up. You can see how the doctor sneaked out of the place for his own protection. You can see how shameless these people can be. How do you want to kill somebody all in the name of, satisfy Kizito's needs because he decided to pay you money? But when Angel opened her eyes again and saw that Kizito was fighting George, she decided to pick up the knife and stab Kizito. And Kizito was there shaking. Listen, young man, this is not time for you to die. Oma could not help it. She decided to run out, but Mama refused to allow Oma to leave the place. That she's not ready to lose her own child again. She doesn't want to lose any of her daughter, all in the name of saving the other person, that something good will come out. She was pleading with Oma not to leave the place. But Oma says she cannot stay here anymore and wait until when George and every other person will bring Angel out. That she needs to go out there and know what is happening to her sister. I love the way that Oma is always eager and ready to fight for the sister. But then Oma went to meet Bolaji, and Bolaji received it hot from Oma. Oma was thinking that Bolaji knows the whereabouts of Kizito, where Kizito took Angel, but she was wrong. While Bolaji was trying to explain that he knows nothing about it, Oma could not help it. She's so angry. Right now, she can release her anger on anybody. She started beating Bolaji even when Bolaji was sick. Bolaji is sick, but Oma never cared. Started beating him up. But Bolaji was pleading. I know nothing about what is going on. I don't know. Kizito is a man of his own. He doesn't tell people what he wants to do. I don't know anything about it. Oma, after everything, decided to allow Bolaji to go, but told Bolaji to his face that she's not going to let this die. Now, right now, she wants to go and look for her sister Angel and come back and revisit it. Bolaji, you need to run out of this hospital, because when next Oma comes to meet you again here, you are going to receive it very hot. Flora has really dealt with DPO. So much that DPO is becoming afraid of Flora. Flora told DPO to go in search of Angel immediately. That if anything happens to Angel, DPO is going to go down. She's going to make sure that she deal with DPO, because DPO has always been supporting Kizito. But DPO is acting as if he doesn't know what is happening. That Flora is only trying to pin this on Kizito when she does not have an evidence. That she needs to stay for 24 hours before all this kind of petition can be placed. What do you mean? Is it when Angel will be dead that you will not react or act? This is what you do when the people bribe you. When people bribe you and you don't know what to do, you start acting stupid. Wait until you see how Flora is going to rub your name on the mud. You will know that it is very bad for you to take bribe to deal with other people. You cannot eat your cake and have it. You are going to see how they will rubbish you, so that next time if you have an opportunity, you will not take bribe and continue to wicked the innocent people. While she was there trying to tell Flora not to, threaten her. But this is not a threat. Oma is only telling you the truth. She have all the evidence. And once she releases all that evidence out there, you are finished. In fact, you are going to be behind bars suffering with Kizito and the family. But then again, one thing that Flora needs to understand is that this DPO can take all these things as threat and then use it against her. So she has to be smart while dealing with the DPO as well. But we'll get to find out about it on the next episode. Please like the video if you have not liked the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. I will bring the next episode as soon as it drops. But for now, take care.